Hello and welcome to a new week on iRacing. We are here in the NASCAR Legends Series at Nashville Superspeedway for what should be a very fun combo, I hope. I think this car track combo should make for a very fun fit. And we've got the first race of the week here with many familiar names, including Gavin of Griffin2448 on YouTube, if you're unfamiliar. Great content there, and an unbelievably strong strength of field in this one. We've got a 4.5k strength of field, which is definitely one of the highest I've seen in this car outside of a super speedway, which is awesome. Though it does seem like it was because we only had about 28 people signed up, and I think it split just once. So that part's a bit unfortunate, because I think lots of people are missing out on what's going to be a really fun event. But first things first, we gotta go out here alone and do ourselves some qualifying. I was feeling pretty good about hitting a .3 in practice, but track's a little bit cooler now, so I'm hoping that I could beat a .3, and that's where I'm at right now. Got a little slidey there, not ideal. I think I would have preferred that I not slide as much there.
33.48.
Feel like I hit my marks pretty good though. So we'll take that. First lap is really the only lap that matters in this car. .1, that's plenty better than .3. So I'm happy with that. I took note of the track temperatures, and I knew that I could push a little bit harder here. We were like at 122 degrees in practice, or something like that, and then it's like 117, I think, out here for qualifying. So I figured, alright, I can use that gas pedal a little bit more on the exits of the corner, and hopefully it'll stick for us. Of course, now that I got a lap done, it's not going to stick as much. Still, there definitely wasn't ever going to be better the second lap. We're probably going to be taken over by Kale here. He's always the fastest guy in these cars, it seems like, but I'm pretty happy with that time. I feel like we took advantage of the extra little bit of grip on the track. Hit the lines. I just was a little bit slidey through 1 and 2, and I probably lost a little bit of time doing all that nonsense. I was going to practice pitting stuff right there, but I was busy yapping and not looking at my brake markers, but I did it successfully about a half dozen times in practice, so I'm not too worried about getting that done. There is Kale, as I assumed, but hey, we were pretty close. I could feel pretty good about that. Just barely get beat by him, and then, oh god, we're not going to have to start P2 again, are we? Someone please save me. I'm just going to say to Gavin what I said on recording here. It's because it's their loss. It should be a great combo. And I think I might just lower my brake bias a little bit. I went to 50 for qualifying. Actually, what do I want to do? Because this thing might actually go on the right rear. I know it's just the qualifying laps here, and so it might switch over to getting on the right front later. I'll keep it at 50. I don't want to spin myself. We have to remember to go easier anyway. Thank you, Gavin. We're saying nice lap. Yeah, as figured, Kale's the guy that's gonna be the guy that's kind of shows us how it's done. But we are getting started here pretty soon. So we will not need to do any brakes or anything. Couple of spins out here in qualifying. Not too surprising because it definitely can get loose on exit. Gotta be careful about that, and that's why I don't think I'm gonna save or turn my brake bias down anymore. Because I think it could end up getting loose, which is awesome. I'm glad we have a setup that you have to fight a little bit. My biggest issue here is going to be having to save my tires, because I am not good at that, typically. And then, of course, having to start outside front row. As usual, it's really crazy how much it happens. There's that strength of field. Prove I'm not lying. The 45.64 is absurd. Yeah, it's a funny joke. Fighting for the podium. And a field this strong, if I have a clean top 10, I'm probably happy. Like, anybody in here could probably win this race. Like, even the 14, who is the highest car number, like, I bet he could go win this thing, and I'm sure he's won races in the 87 before. When you get a split like this, you kind of have to assume everybody knows what they're doing to some degree. Assuming that's not like their first race in this car or something. So nothing is a given. We just want to run our race, hit our marks, hopefully not kill the tires, because we only got 2 sets in a 90-lap race here. We will have to pit if it goes green, which is awesome. I love doing green flag pit stops, so hopefully we'll get it here in this one.
Waiting on the final car to grid. You have 2 additional sets of tires during this race.
And typically you want to go long in this series, so that's probably what we'll do. It'll be 1 to green here. Track a mile or larger. Higher strength of field than Talladega. That's pretty amazing.
This is a rolling start.
1 lap to green. Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed. Catch the pace car.
I did not do the Legends race first of the week at Talladega. I do not particularly care for Superspeedways, and when I do them, I really don't record them a lot of the time because it's really, really boring and I don't know what to talk about. So, the race I did not go well. People kept crashing. And, you know, typical Talladega stuff. But, we got a fun race at Nashville Superspeedway. I think it'll be a really good one here. So we're going to be watching Kale to our inside. I'll probably want to watch what he's doing. Get an idea of exactly how hard I need to be pushing early on.
Pace car is off. Pace car is off.
Alright, we're going.
Green, green, green. Pit road's open.
Not a bad start, I'm happy with that.
Inside. Clear inside.
I'm going to file in behind the 10. He was really fast in practice as well. And he backs it up in qualifying with a P3 effort. So he could get around this place pretty good.
Outside.
I'm going to get to his inside, the inside of the 10 here. Didn't really expect to. Just kind of trying to take it easy on the bottom side.
P3.
The next car's the leader. Keep low.
Making sure we're not coming up off the bottom.
Clear high.
Looks like bottom line is going to be really important. So you definitely go faster. Down at the bottom. I think I'll go for track position here, maybe. Maybe not. You got a better runoff than I expected.
You're back in second.
Just done 34.31. Your lap time was at 34.09.
He's going very easy out of the corner, which makes me think he feels like it's going to get on the right rear. Which is very interesting. First race of the week, so I don't think anyone really knows for sure. Unless he remembers vividly the last time this car came here and how it ran, but things can definitely change based on track temperature and stuff too, so.
The leader has just done a 34.6. 34.07. You've just done a 34.12.
We're just gonna run in his tire tracks, see if we can't save our tires a little bit. Be very gentle, getting back up to speed. And so far so green, which is awesome. I really do think this race could go green all the way for sure. Lots of talented drivers in here. Lots of drivers that know the 87 car and that you have to be gentle with it, which means maybe some safer moves by guys.
Okay, Colton, your refuel window will open on lap 29.
It's the apron a little bit there.
61.
But he's going to hold the bottom. Kind of trying to pressure him into a mistake, but I don't want to be too aggressive. It's really early. And really, probably the only thing I'm going to do... Oops, I have session optimal up, not session last lap. There we go. Really the only thing I'll probably do by trying to pressure him is overdrive it. So, probably don't want to do that too much anyway. Just want to make sure I hit my lines down here. Tin car's not too far back by any means.
Hi, bad bitch. I didn't mean to pinch you there.
That lap time was 34.63.
I wonder if this is going to be a place where you want to try to get to the outside to pass, or if we're going to be wanting to get to the inside. The inside looked like it was really good on the fresh tires, but in other cars like the ARCA car, usually ends up feeling like you want to get to the outside to get the passes done. Those guys behind are sneaking up on us, inching closer. Cuts it close there, but that's fair. He was clear. I kind of want to try to get by him, beside him at least. These guys coming up on us. I kind of want to drive in harder than we are right now into the corners, and obviously I can't do that with him in front of me because I'll run into him, but I kind of want to drive in harder if we are going to get on the right rear to try to balance it. So part of me wants to get in front of him so I can enter a little harder. Sounds kind of silly, but
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Not bad, Brandon.
trying to get a run.
It's gonna be our bad here in a jiffy.
We can't take a wider entry to get a run off. Oh, nah, it didn't really work there. Starting to gain back on the guys behind right now.
34.78.
Ooh, he slips up from that bottom a little bit. Enough for me to do anything with, though. I can think I'm looking. We're just trying to fill up his mirror right now. I don't think I quite have anything to get around him without making like a dive bomb or something, and I don't like racing that way.
34.91.
Because I've been trying to get these runs and it's not really happening for me. Because I can do a little bit of a wider entry and it shouldn't hurt my tires too much, but if I kind of go too crazy with it, then it will probably hurt my tires, so I don't want to go too wild. I was really maximizing the exit there. Yeah, see, it's just we get such a similar run off. I had a great battle here at Nashville Superspeedway with the #1 car and ARCA. It's looking like we might get a repeat here,
You've just done a 35.
facing the #1 car again. I think it might have been the 3 car in that race as well, in that ARCA race. If I remember correctly, which is kind of funny. History repeating itself here. In 2 very, very different cars, but at the same track. Man.
Okay, Colton, your lap times are pretty consistent.
We are just very equal right now. I think he's better in 3 and 4. Pack's catching up to us again back there. Got lap traffic, that's interesting. I wonder if they had some sort of wreck. Didn't hear anything on voice chat. Wonder if someone had a solo spin maybe? B5. Had a good lap there and he kind of got away from me. I don't know if that's very good. Very good sign.
34.95.
Slow car
Oh
ahead.
my goodness. That kind of hurt my exit. Because I had to lift off for a second. See guys spinning. Wonder if they got damage and that made it harder to control. Or maybe that is confirmation it was a self-spin. Or further evidence at least. Just took like a diamond line there. Pretty interesting. Tried to take a shallower entry there to see what it did for me. And not really anything. Don't think it really did anything for me.
You've just done a 35.04. We think we'll need to add 7.9 gallons.
Still got about 51 more laps of fuel. Again, I do think we will want to be driving till it's empty. It's usually the strategy here in the 87s. Oh, wow, I had a terrible corner there. And he had a good one. Even though he got really close to the wall there. I think that was probably just because he maximized the corner.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
They're finally falling off of him. Had a couple of bad corners in a row. Yeah, I might have hurt my tires a little bit too much.
That lap time was 35.06.
He's going on lane up. Interesting. I wonder if because he got this slight little gap all of a sudden, he's wanting to experiment. If he goes back to it here, maybe I gotta try it, because that means he liked how it went last lap. Yeah, he's pulling away from me. Kind of does that diamond line thing again. Almost like he's trying to exit a lane up. Maybe there's a little more grip out there. Suddenly falling into the lap of the 7 car. Got another second back until 4th.
Okay, Colton, pit window is open.
But I gotta remember, I'm plenty happy just finishing like top 10 here in a field this strong, so I'm still plenty okay with how things are going. Gonna do a little experimentation. See if we can't go a lane up. That was really slidey. I did not like that at all. Alright, a couple things. Not quite getting the grip I need. Seven looks like he's going to come past us. That's fine. I will not be fighting him for that spot.
Pretty consistent. Your last lap
See more
time was
smoke, I think.
35.10.
Is that smoke I see in 1 and 2 here? Can't really look directly at it. I gotta look at my driving line. Did not get on gas like I needed to out of the corner there. Gavin's having a great run. He's there in P5 right now. He's always really good long run in these cars. So, essentially the anti-Colton. My specialty is maybe getting a solid qualifying lap, maybe, and then falling backward. And unfortunately, it matters where you finish, not where you start. But hey, I'm working on it. It's not like that's what I want or anything. It does feel like I'm losing out because of my run out of the corner, so I do feel like it might be because of my right rear that I'm having issues. Got a bit sideways up there in front of us. Yeah, he's got so much better grip.
Outside.
That lap was a 35.
Exiting the
Stay low.
corner. Make sure that I brake enough.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
Wanted to go to my outside, which is interesting.
Keep low.
I was going to let him by either way, but
Outside.
that seems to suggest it's easier to pass on the outside. Or at least that's what he felt to be the truth. That's where he first went. He didn't bother trying on the low side first. He went straight to the outside, and it did work, so...
P3. Okay, Colton, the next car is Forestier, car number 7.
Get a little bit of draft again for a minute. That's cool.
That was a 35.21.
Just not getting that grip on throttle. Starting to fall back. And I don't want to pit anytime soon either. Terrible corner.
You've just done a 35.34.
Gotta figure myself out here. Start hitting my marks again. So we're falling off pace worse and worse. I better not spin out again like I did at Richmond. That was embarrassing. I actually totally forgot about that until like pretty much right now.
Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Stay low. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear. Outside.
The gap ahead is now
Still there.
0.07.
Still there.
Well, they're all going to my outside.
Stay low.
I've become a roadblock.
Still there.
I'm not sure if I still had a car outside me because the whole field's passing me on the outside. There goes Gavin. Everybody wave. Bye.
Clear outside if you want it. Car outside.
Really trying to fight
Clear
him.
high.
Okay, don't look too much to the right. And you're supposed to be paying attention to your own car.
P7.
These guys are taking wider entries, it feels like. Maybe I need to be doing that.
The next car is Lemons, car number 4.
One's a little bit higher up the track. That might be giving a little extra grip. That's worth it.
Alright, Colton, you've
I'll
got
try to
half your
mimic
fuel
that.
left.
You can see how their cars are all just faster. Now, with how loose it is, it makes me a little nervous about taking 2 tires, but I think you kind of have to in this series if you're going to do green flag pit stops. So I'm just going to have to hold on to it when we do pit. Maybe I enter a little bit harder now that I can. See if I can't balance it out a little bit more. Alright, well. That was kind of not good. Stinking. We're going right to the back.
Car inside.
That was a
Clear
35.
inside. Inside. Still there at the bottom. Still there, hold your line. Clear, inside.
Let him by.
Still
Now
there,
nine's
inside.
coming through.
Clear inside.
Piling behind him. Got no grip.
P9. That was a 35.90.
I can't let this tempt me to pit earlier either, because that's not really going to do anything good for me. I just kind of have to wait this out.
Alright, Colton, the next car.
It stinks. I felt like I was doing the same thing as the leader, but I guess I was just getting on the throttle too much, because that's really where I'm losing my my speed right now, is out of the corner, because I'm really having to fight the loose race car. Have we stopped the bleeding? Are we going to be able to hold off the 10? At least I'm not the only one. The 10 started third, so he fell back a little bit. Just like I have. Ninth place isn't bad. I would take a ninth place, a clean ninth place. But still got a lot more race to go, so... including green flag pit stops, which can really shake things up. Oh no, not the internet issues again. No more of that, man. Oh, I don't know why that's been happening recently. It's been good for such a while. Hopefully that goes away. Don't need any more distractions. I feel like our tires are finally evening out here.
Look, he's pitting from position 12. He should come out close in front of you. Your lap times are improving.
These tires on these cars typically reach a plateau point in handling, and that's why 2 tires and stuff usually works pretty well, I think. Maybe that's not why, but they still do kind of plateau, where at some point, once your tires are worn and they're in a real bad spot, they kind of just stop getting any worse, and then you'll notice like we start
Coming
hitting
up on
consistent
halfway, yep.
similar lap times, and it doesn't continue slowing down.
P9. We're at the halfway point.
And that is why a lot of the times in the series you want to go long. Maybe we've found our spot here around 9th. Suddenly the car has been feeling a little bit better, though I overdrove through Egan 4 there. The car has felt a little bit better. the previous couple of laps, which I am pretty happy about because it was really trying to spin on me for a while, and I'm like, I don't need 2 weeks in a row of spinning out in an 87 race, and being the only guy that can't control his race car, because we had a really clean Richmond race as well that I stunk at. Okay, we got the right side tires prepared. We are within the fuel window, but we're not going to be coming quite yet. The 12 seems to be catching up to us. It feels like I'm getting some grip back in the car, which is nice. I think I might want to try to migrate back to the very bottom line again. Now that we got grip once more, or at least a little bit more grip than we did. So when do we want to pit? Because we still got 23 laps of fuel in this thing.
Wasp is pitting from position 12.
We got some people pitting already. I think it's too soon.
Consistency, keep it up.
Again, my instinct is, because my tires are so bad, to come in earlier, but I think I just have to ride this out. I know better than to pit too early in this car. Especially if we're going to take 2 tires. And you never know, we could get a caution once the fresh tires come out on track, whether that's somebody overstepping it trying to go fast, or some guys meeting in the middle somewhere, running different speeds. Been a very clean race so far, but that can happen. It's always a possibility. Stinks just watching these guys drive away. I am not very good at these cars, man. Every once in a while I can figure a combo out, and I can do pretty decent, but I can never save the tires in these things properly. Even when I think I'm doing everything right. I was watching the leader pretty much that whole run trying to mimic him, and I still wasn't able to do it. Maybe it was because I was trying to pass him. Maybe just that little extra bit of push is what made the difference. It really didn't feel like I was pushing that hard, but maybe it's just a real fine line.
That last lap was a 35.50.
Kind of hooked the bottom there really good. Felt like my left side tires kind of got right on that yellow line.
You've just done a 35.52.
Maybe it was a very good lap, because apparently I was a whole 10th faster that time around. Maybe the problem is, like, I just don't know how to drive these things once the tires are worn. Maybe my tires are just as worn as everybody else, and I just don't know how to handle the car properly once they are worn. Is that a possibility? I don't know. I kind of doubt that, because I feel like I've seen what my tires look like at the end of races compared to other people, and it's not good, so there's definitely some tire saving issues for me. Ooh, looks like those guys were about to come together there for a second up ahead. Probably just an illusion from back here. Leader's long gone. Can't believe I was right on his spoiler for so long, and then I'm all the way back here now. Pretty deflating, but at least we stopped the bleeding a little bit here in 9th. And I did say top 10 would be fine. See what we can do the second half of the race. Going long, I think, should benefit us, because if we have fewer laps to go, then maybe I won't ruin my tires as bad. Less time to do it.
That lap was
That'd be kind of nice.
35.52.
So maybe that's what I'll do. A pit once I'm confident I can do that final run and not feel like I'm going to kill my tires again. I wish I could look back and pinpoint exactly when I started falling off real bad. And leave that exactly that amount of laps left in the race. Oh shoot. I'm trying to do the same thing I did at Richmond, apparently. So that's what happened to me at Richmond. I hit the brakes on entering just a little bit too hard, and then got sideways. But I feel like my brake bias is at a more reasonable number right now, so hopefully that will not happen.
The lap time was at 35.65.
There we go, that was much better, much smoother. Wonder if we'll get any wrecks on pit entry. It is a bit of a tougher pit road. Oh my gosh, I'm sliding up mid-corner now. I am not having a good time. About to lose 9th with the 12th coming up on us. Car's starting to feel like a handful again all of a sudden. "12 more laps. We'd probably just go until the tank's pretty much empty. I think that's what everybody else is going to do, though. But that's just because everybody knows that's what you have to do in this car. I think I just have to hope that I can run good, faster laps like I did at the start of the race. Make up some time before my tires fall off again.
Outside.
Oh wow, he almost ran into the back of me.
Still there. Stay low. Outside is clear.
I'm gonna fight for this spot because getting a little bit closer to pit stops, so it could actually matter track position wise. And
My bad, Art.
I don't
So
feel like we're
walking,
much
just a break.
slower than these guys. If I can hit some good laps, I feel like I could probably
The driver
stay in
front
front.
of us is Daly, car number 13, and their rating is 3.8. Okay, Colton, lap times are pretty consistent.
You got a run there. I think trying to come get me. Oh wait, he's a lap car. Never mind. He's going to the inside.
Car inside. Still inside. Clear. Slow car down low.
Some pitters. Let's get some draft from the guy ahead.
P7. front is Romero, car number 9, and their rating is 4.2.
Alright, so some guys have been pitting.
The next
We're
car
just gonna
is
go
a lap
long,
behind.
even though I was pretty bad with tires. And we'll see what we can gain in the second half. Two people ahead of us have pit, and that's why we're in 7th again. Seven laps left of fuel. Do we have any more fresh tires coming up? Take a look at that. We got the 14 back there. He could be coming up on us. He pit at lap 50. He's probably going to come catch us. Still no other takers, I don't think. Pit stops.
You've just done a 35.49.
Well, was catching up to us again, but he'll have to let the guys by, as will we. "13 coming up even faster. He just pit, so he's gonna be flying past
about
us.
5 laps of fuel left.
5 laps of
Okay,
fuel
Contender,
left.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. You've just done a 35.47. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Go to my inside.
Inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear.
No issues there.
The car ahead is 1 lap behind.
Gavin's pitting. We got 4 laps of fuel left.
P6. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left.
Leader's
Lap time
pitting.
was 35.61.
The leader's pitting now.
Is pitting.
There he goes. I'm gonna hang in there for a couple more laps.
Sox, car number 8 is now in the lead. Okay, Colton.
14's finally caught us.
Heads up. Only 2 laps of fuel left.
But his tires might have evened out or got closer to it at least by now. He's still got plenty of speed. He's coming.
Inside.
Guy coming out of the pits. That's Gavin.
The driver in front of
Inside.
us is
By on the
behind.
inside.
Still there, hold your line. You've got about 2 laps of
P5,
fuel.
2
You're in
laps of
5th.
fuel remaining.
Clear.
You've just done a
Yeah, I'm going to be fitting in
35.56.
this lap.
Clear inside. Car inside. Still there.
The gap to 6th place behind is now 1.12.
Stay high.
I'm gonna go one more.
Still there at the bottom.
The car in front is a lap behind.
Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Finally gets by us. And we will be pitting this lap. Everything should be set. The auto fuel giving us the amount of fuel we need.
Third. Keep hustling.
Fuel for this lap.
I'm pitting in this lap, pitting in this lap.
In this lap. Box this lap.
Okay, gotta make sure we hit the bottom line so we can pit in properly.
The next car is 1 lap behind. Hughes, car number 6, is now leading. So,
Doing a great job of it at the moment.
The leader's pitting now.
Pit lane
Okay.
speed limit is 45
Good
miles
enough.
per hour. We'll fuel you to the end of the race. On exit, we should be in position 11, a few seconds in front of Boris. Boris is pitting from
Pit box
P4.
in
He should
10.
come out just in front of you.
Doing good. Keep it up.
We'll see how this cycles out. I'm pretty excited. We got to do some green flag pit stops.
2, 1. Right here.
Make sure we don't slide past the box. Oh,
Right
60-34. So
60%.
definitely on that right rear.
The leader's pitting now.
The leader, Hughes, is pitting.
Gonna be very, very
Go,
careful.
go,
These tires.
There's
go!
traffic
You only
behind.
have one
Watch your
right set
mirrors.
of tyres remaining.
Ooh. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Spicer, car number 1, is leading the race.
See if anybody got some penalties. Feel like we did an alright job getting on pit road and such. Probably just only decent, but, you know, good enough.
P12. Okay, Colton, you're reeling P11. In, the gap's now.
Gonna be trying to go pretty fast here since we don't have to worry too much about the tires.
Bear it in mind, the car in front of us is now not the cleanest racer. Car number 12, and their rating is 4.0.
What are we gonna be able to get back?
The guy behind has just done a 34.02.
12th place, we're coming up on the 12 here. We pretty much broke even, I think. He pit 3 laps earlier. Oh my goodness. Hits the wall hard in front of us.
Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Outside is clear.
The next car is Wasp.
He's a lap down the 5. He has
And their rating
quite a
is
bit of damage.
4.2.
Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear.
Glad I moved my brake bias to 50% and didn't lower it after qualifying, because we definitely did not need it. You saw what our right rear was.
You're reeling P10. In, the gap is 0.35. That lap time was 34.34.
Outside. Still
Much,
there, hold your
much
line.
better tires than this guy.
Still there, hold your line. Clear up top.
The next car is Book. Car
Right,
number
we are back in
and their
10th, I
rating is
believe.
4.2. 10th position.
$12 more laps to go at the line. We should be able to pass a couple more guys. I don't think anybody else can really have any fresher tires than we do. A couple of guys that are very close though.
Gap to Wasp.
Once we
Behind
get
is
past
Reese.
this
It's
10.
now 1.17. That lap was at 34.44.
Left sides were 68-61, so not too bad. Relative to the right sides at
You're
least.
reeling Book.
Specifically that right rear.
1.18.
I don't think we're going to be able to catch the 2 or the 9, unfortunately. I think we're probably just going to cycle back into 9th.
Mark is entering the pits. He's in P14. We think he'll come out just behind you.
I'm trying to get that right rear looking the same, I guess. So I'm sliding. It doesn't really matter. Not enough laps left for that to matter. Just gonna try to get as much as I can.
To go this time by.
That was a 34.54.
Go under me.
Outside. Clear outside.
Thanks, man.
The next
All
car
right.
is Romero, car number 9.
And he
and
lets
their
us
rating is
through.
4.2. P9. Your lap time was 34.89.
Maybe we will be able to catch this next group. They're all kind of fighting. But we're running out of time.
Okay, Colton, the next car is Daly, car number 30, and their rating is 3.8.
At the line, it looks like the next guy up will be at 2.4/5. See how that compares to the next lap around.
The gap to Buck behind is increasing. It's now 0.84.
Yeah, I don't think we're catching him quick enough. We're only gaining about 1/10 a lap, so we'd need like 24 laps to catch him. That is not really in the cards. So I did have a much better 1 and 2 that time. Maybe I just need to drive better.
You've got half your fuel left.
Even with them fighting, they're pulling away in front of us, the 9 and the 7. Or the 9 and the 2, rather. I'm trying to catch them, but I don't really need to wreck myself for 8th place either.
P9.
Especially if it's going to ruin this race for everybody that's been green the whole way. That would make me look like a real whoopee cushion.
5 to go. This is less than optimal.
2.
Less than optimal. Yeah, kinda. They did say they wanted me on the podium. I told you that was not gonna happen. Most of the time, I'm just not very good in this car. But it is a lot of fun to drive, and you get lots of green flag racing, so... I'm not gonna be stopping anytime soon.
Your last lap time was at 34.82.
Been catching the 13 a little bit faster. Too little too late, probably.
You're reeling daily in. The gap is now 1.35.
Oh man, I think we're gonna get just behind him and then the race is gonna end. A little bit of wall on entry there. Don't do that.
Okay, Colton, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Maybe if he makes a mistake, I can get there.
was a 34.87.
That was not a great corner. I really am just going to end up right on his bumper at the end of this race, aren't I?
You're reeling daily in. The gap is 0.64.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
What's Gavin doing? He's in the top 5. So if you want to watch how to actually race this car, probably want to watch his channel. I can pretend I'm fast until my tires fall off, but that's about it. And yep, as I was saying, pretty much get to his bumper and then the race is gonna end. Dang. Good race, good win.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
P9. Okay, it's over.
Alright.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
P9. Got that top 10, clean top 10, and had a pretty great race, so can't be too upset at that.
Just curious, did anyone take 4 at that stop?
I did. I put it halfway and took 4. After I got hung on the outside and went from 3rd to 10th, I just figured I'd try something different. It wasn't really a good call. I didn't net
That's the
gain
end of the
anything.
session.
Yeah, I don't think 4 tires under green flag conditions really ever works in this car the way it is right
I'd
now,
have been better
unfortunately.
off just riding it out and hoping that
That must
I
be
got
what
you
happened
guys back in the
to
last 35
Mark there.
and
Don't play with your
did it
clutch.
when everyone else did.
Can't save my tires in this car to save my life, but oh well. Give Gavin a nice top 10, or nice top 5. Well, we'll look at the incidents now. Gotta remember it was a 4.5K strength of field, too. So, again, P9's not that bad. I'll take it. Very tough competition here. Oh, here was Mark. Apparently he messed with his clutch pedal by accident or something, and that sent him sideways. And then that damage, I think, made his car handle worse, because I saw... Yes, need to go back to Auto Club. Looking forward to the vid. Like I said, Griffin2448 is his YouTube channel. One of my favorite iRacing YouTubers out there, and a really cool guy. I'm pretty sure anyone that's in my watching my channel knows who he is. But I don't know if we're gonna see much of anything in this race. I think this was just too good of a field. Right now we're seeing the tires wear out. And that's really about it. I don't think anything happened out here. Maybe a wall hit or two. There's the 12 hitting the wall. We saw that. That was right in front of us. Helped us get around him. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see anything. Except my car's screaming in pain. Because my tires are dying, but this is after the race, I'm pretty sure, right? Because he was a couple laps down, yeah. So that's it. We really didn't have any real incidents, just the 5 that got sideways. So we will look at the damage in terms of iRating and all that. Here it is. Let me make sure you can see it. There we are. 5235 is my new iRating after we lose 34. And we'll still get 95 championship points, though, which is not that bad. And I also had the best lap, which is probably why I stink. Oh, and that was lap 74. Well, that's whenever I actually needed to go, so that's actually not so bad. But, yeah. Tough race for me. Still got to work on my tire saving in the 87 Legends. I used to be able to do it, and then they changed the physics on these cars, and I've just never been able to figure it out after that. So, is what it is, but fun, very, very competitive race in this one, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Nice, clean, old-school style race. We'll get P9. At least we qualified good. And maybe if one day we get a... maybe if I try this again later this week and we get a short run to the end, maybe I can actually have something to say about it. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.